Morning YouTube, and welcome back to Fern Valley Farmers YouTube channel, where on this channel we are pure country. Hey, real quick, I wanted to just talk to you about one thing that I like to do, and I think I learned from it. You know, when you got animals, when you got any kind of animals, like what I have here, I have a horse farm. You could see here. Let me turn this so I can see. You can see over here, I got pasture. There's a horse standing right there. There's the other ones are in the shade, but I've got a cow up there. I raise my own beef. I've got animals. I've got my beehives, obviously. This video is about beekeeping. But my whole point to the story is observing your animals. Like I've been in the horse business. I've been involved with horses. I've been riding horses since I was 13. I've been in the business almost 38, 39 years. I can look at a horse and pretty much tell you what it's thinking. All I gotta do is look at it, and I can tell you exactly what that animal's thinking. So it's kind of like with your bees. You learn from your bees. You watch your bees, you observe your bees, you see what they're doing. You'll learn from your bees. I've learned so much just by watching them and see what they do and see what different breeds do. Like I got a Carniola hive here. My Carniola hive here. I'm going to turn this so I can see here. That hive right there, number one, they are mean. I've noticed that some of the Carniolas I've had in the past get really aggressive. So that hive I wouldn't go into without my veil. Number two, number three, and the rest of them, they're all pretty gentle. You can kind of go in there. You got Italian, you got Buckfast, you got a combination of bees. My splits over here, I had more hives, but I had a couple of them swarm. They're pretty gentle when you go in there. I'm going to turn this back and stand in the shade. It's really hot. It's what, 10 o'clock in the morning, and it feels like it's 90 already. But it's about time. I'm not complaining because I'm warm, because it's been so cold. My whole point here is, look at your bees, see what they're doing. I'll come out here in the middle of the day. I come out here in the morning. I'll come out here at different times of the day, especially during the different seasons, to see what they're doing. In the wintertime when it's cold, these hives are all facing south. That way is south. And the sun is farther that way in the wintertime. So in the winter, you want to have your hives facing, at least pointing south if you can. So they get afternoon sun. Morning, afternoon sun. And then obviously it goes behind the trees. But I've come out here in the winter. When it's cold, when the sun's up to see what they're doing, you'll see bees flying. And I'll notice the different temperatures when they're flying, when they're not flying. I'll come out here at 5 o'clock. I get up really early, so I'll come out here at 4:30, 5 o'clock and look at them. And you'll see one or two bees flying around. Or I'll come out here when it's just an average day. It's cool in the morning. And when the sun starts coming up and the temperature warms up, you start to see the bees get active. I'll come out here at night, see what they're doing. I've walked out here at 8:30, 9 o'clock. It's still light out. I'll get home, and I'm wide awake. So I'll walk out here really quick because I want to see what they're doing. You'll learn from what they're doing. I've seen them 9 o'clock at night, they're still flying around. They're bringing in pollen sometimes. But as the sun starts to set, that obviously they all start going back in. I've even come out here with a light rain to see what they've done. If it's pouring rain, if it's warm out, you might see them out a little bit. But if it's a light rain, I've seen them coming in and out, coming in and out. I'm like, okay, so a little bit of rain ain't hurting them. They don't care. If it's pouring, they're not going to come out. Cold, lousy rain, of course, they're not going to come out either. But I've purposely walked out here in the rain to see if they're out here flying. So my whole point is, you watch your bees, you learn from your bees. Have fun with your bees. Enjoy them. See what they're doing. You know, different climate, you know, different seasons, different temperatures, different weather. When it's snowing, I've walked out here. I'll make sure I come out here in the winter, and I'll brush away the entrances. Even though there's an upper entrance, I'll even brush away the snow. Make sure that the bottom entrances are open. I'll take a little piece of wire, because sometimes the snow will blow in. And that could freeze up inside the entrance. They can't get out, but there is an upper entrance. But that's a whole other story. So I'll come out here in the winter to see what they're doing. I have a little thing that I can listen inside these hives to see if they're buzzing. I just like to come out here and watch. I got a chair. I'll come out here and sit sometimes for a few minutes, just watch, see what they're doing. Different, like I said, different times of day, different weather conditions, and you'll learn from them. And you can start after you fog them. What do they do? After you move a box around, after you change frames around, after you inspect the hive, what are they doing? Sometimes they get angry when you go in there and start pulling frames apart and looking at them. That's why you don't want to go in there too often. You go in there too much and mess with them too much, they get pissed. And plus you set them back a little bit. So I don't go in my hives but maybe once every 7 days, depending on what they're doing. But if I know everything's okay, I just leave it alone. I just kind of let Mother Nature take its course. You still got to manage your hives. But like I said, you'll learn from how they react after you open your hives, or what the different types of bees do, what the Carniolas do, what the Buckfast, what the Italian, what the mixed breeds do. You learn what they do and how they react to different situations, different weather temperatures. So watch your bees. That's my whole point. It's kind of relaxing. You come out here. It's really satisfying to come out here and see your bees flying, because these things aren't easy to keep nowadays with varroa and wax moths and hive beetles and chemicals and all that stuff. So bees aren't as easy to, they're not as easy to keep as they were years and years ago before we had varroa. Wish we didn't have varroa. But watch your bees, see what they do, learn from them. Learn from them. I've lost my train of thought here, what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm going on and on here. Like I said, just watch your bees. Learn from your bees. Sit out here and enjoy them. And just enjoy them. Just see what they do. See what the different breeds do, different types of bees. You know, notice different times of year when they're taking syrup down. You know, what hive is flying more than other hives in the weather. I noticed the Italians, when you fog the Italians, they all come out. They get really pissed. They all come out. The buckfast, the carniolas, they don't seem to mind as much. The carniola, well, look at temperament. See what bees, what hives you can open just like this, or what hives you should open with your veil on. I never wear my gloves anymore, and they just get in the way. I don't even like wearing the veil, actually. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. I just open the lids really slow. But you do that to this carniola hive, no, I'll come right at you. And I've noticed that with some carniolas that I've had, they're pretty aggressive. But hey, you know what? If they'll survive the winter, I don't care. They're making me honey and they're surviving the winter and making me lots of bees, I'm good with that. The strong will survive, right? So I noticed the carniola can be a little more aggressive. The buckfast, the Italian, the mix breeds don't seem to mind it. They're not as aggressive. But in the fall, that changes. And there's another thing. In the fall, your bees can get a lot more aggressive. They don't like you coming in there and mess with them, especially if they think you're taking your syrup away. So in the fall, you might want to veil up, because here again, you'll learn. You open your hive and it's like, what's the matter? I just did it here last week and you were fine. Now you're all attacking me. So just be nice to your bees. Respect them. Respect their hives. Just, you know, like I was saying before, it's really satisfying. That's what I was going to say. It's really satisfying to come out here and see your bees flying, because it's so hard to keep bees nowadays. So I totally love coming out here, especially in the wintertime if it's a nice day, and see them all out. I'm like, woohoo, look at that. They're all out flying. It's great. So anyways, just look at your bees. Come out here, sit and enjoy them. If it's a nice day, bring a cup of coffee out in the morning or whatever, the afternoon. Come out, sit here, have a cigar. That's what I'll do. I'll have a cigar, sit out here and watch them. It's just relaxing, and you'll learn by watching your bees. So you know what? Go out and enjoy your bees. Have fun. Hopefully you like this video. Any questions, comments, leave them. Consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that little button right there, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Enjoy your bees. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.